Hi guys, we're live, and yes, this is an Arsenal talk, and this is just be a one-off hour show. I should have a friend, mate of mine, Marley, coming on because he's the opposite. He's the Arteta inside. I'm the Arteta outside, and I'm gonna go through the mismanagement of the youth squad, and the youth at Arsenal, and why and one of the reasons why I'm Arteta out. So let's go. Let's get into it. By the way, before we do, please hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Right, we're trying to get over to 800. Right, so please do that now. First of all, talking boss, big up Stephen. Hello. Love your content. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. But yeah, we'll get into it now. So obviously, everyone knows I'm Arteta out, and yeah, one of the reasons is the mismanagement of the youth squad and the youth at Arsenal. I'm talking about Willock. I'm talking about Maitland Niles. I'm talking about Gabriel Martinelli. I'm talking about Smith Rowe, Balogun, like Bukayo Saka, a lot of them. But I'm gonna bring my I would say he's deluded, but there you go. He's the Arteta inside. It's Marley.
Really, man? Really? That's how you're gonna intro me? The respect, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've always been such a good friend. How are you, my man?
Not bad, you.
Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. I'm still a
Right.
little, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go through sort of some of the main points,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give why what the hell's going on, and
hmm
you're gonna try and explain it. How about that one?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
So I hope you can read Arteta's mind because I certainly fucking can't.
So basically, I'm his lawyer right now.
Yeah, you're his lawyer. Yeah, you're on
All right.
trial. Uh, so we'll start off nice and easy with Smith Rowe. So
mm-hmm.
Smith Rowe, obviously, before anyone jumps the gun, that was
Mm-hmm.
Emery who introduced him, not
Yeah.
Arteta.
Mm-hmm.
And um, he was sort of thrown in because I'd say William was injured for the Chelsea game, and obviously had a mad one, a madness,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been like that ever since. But all of a sudden, since we've got Odegaard in, uh, yeah, that's the fact we've got Odegaard in. Now all of a sudden he's been shanted out to the left. Now in some games it's been working, but hang on, the idea we brought Odegaard in is so it gives Smith Rowe a break. But it doesn't seem to be doing that. It seems to be now shunting him out into the left. And I'm like, yeah, but the guy needs to be a central attacking midfielder. He's learning his trade as an attacking midfielder. And what you're doing, you're shoving him out to the left. What's the point? I don't get it. I'd love to see what your take on that is.
All right. Well, my client would like to say that he finds it interesting that you're phrasing it this way because I don't think we brought Odegaard to give ESR a break. I think we brought Odegaard not to rely on someone so young. Big up, my friends. I know Odegaard's young too, but he's been playing ever since he was what 8 years old. So like he has more experience than ESR. And it was just a lot of pressure, mate. We had Emil Smith Rowe, and that's it. And now he's been shifted to the left. I get it. Some people complaining. I mean, nowadays, mate, these positions like right behind the number 9, they tend to rotate a lot. You do acknowledge that, right? Like even Neymar, I know you don't like him a lot, but he tends to play on the left. He plays from the middle every now and then. So I don't think it's a bad thing that he's learning how to play wide either. And given that right now, only a fool's gonna say that our best attacking players aren't Saka, Odegaard, and ESR, it makes sense to try to fit them in, don't it?
Hmm. But like I said, I do feel with Smith Rowe, and I feel the reason we did get Odegaard in is
Mm-hmm.
because like at some point we're gonna burn ESR out because he's like, you look at his age and you look at the size of him, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
Right? He's still a kid. He's not built up yet. So eventually, the pace of the Premier League is going to catch up with him. and that's where you need Odegaard in. But still say Smith Rowe, his best uses are out in attacking midfield, not on the left.
Sure,
But
man, but right now he's our best left winger as well. Right now, on form. I know Pepe can technically play really well in there. Aubameyang has played
there would
brilliantly
also be
there in
someone
the
else there
past.
as well, but I'll get into
Hmm?
him in a second.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. That one, I kind of agree, man. That one, I'm not sure I'm gonna know how to defend my client properly there. But the ESR thing, man, I don't see the issue there. I feel like since Odegaard has arrived, he has played a little less, which he should. Maybe not enough, but he doesn't seem knackered as he like he did when he played like 5 or 6 games in a row. Because I remember he was dead. Now
Well,
at
that's the
least there's
point.
some
That's the thing
rotation.
as well. If until Odegaard started, there was a number of games we're sitting there. Why you keep playing him? You know he's
Mhm.
knackered. Why are you doing it? All you're gonna do is
I'll,
cause
I'll
an
tell you
injury.
what. I'll tell you what. Because you're a better player than Danny Ceballos. That's why. Holy crap.
Oh my god! Don't even get me. Yeah, but Ceballos, I get. It's again like Ceballos. Why are you putting him at number 10? He's not a number 10.
He's
He's
not a
not.
football player, mate.
Yeah, but he's not an attacking midfielder for a start, right?
Yeah.
Let alone being a footballer, he's not an attacking midfielder. So what the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing putting him attacking midfield against the Olympiacos? As soon as I'm seeing that, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. It's like a 5-year-old's gone, I'm going to put him there today. I'm going to put this one over there because I like him there. And I'm going to put this one over here because I like him here.
I mean, we at Arsenal we're used to having a lot of bad players for a long time now, but that like this semester, mate, no one's been pissing me off more than Ceballos, man. I can't stand him anymore. He makes so many stupid mistakes. But go ahead. What's your next point?
Yeah, so move on from him. We are going to risking Bukayo Saka. Now, obviously, Bukayo Saka is like one of our gems of the season and probably only shining light out of the squad.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like where there's certain players that are at same age, and again, I'll get to him in a minute, is that we don't seem to take a risk with them, right? And
Mm-hmm.
even though they're fully fit, yet with Saka, he pulls up a hamstring in Tottenham, and then literally next week he's back in the side, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Right? He's only just pulled a hamstring. You tear that in half, right? That's his career ruined. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, is that Saka again? There's a number of games where he's burnt out to shreds. And probably, yes, because there's other players like Willian who ain't stepping up to the mark at the time. But again, there's still ways you could rotate the squad to just give him a rest, give him a break. And again, when you've got a certain guy that I'm going to mention in a minute on the bench permanently, why are you risking him
Mm-hmm.
when you know that guy's fully fit?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I think there's a little exaggeration going on. I feel like Saka does get a rest every now and then. I think he only played 45 minutes the last game. I think the game before he wasn't playing. He didn't start. Like he does rest. The thing is, mate, Saka has been this season. He's been our best player. It's tough to rest him, and it's not like he's our best player with a bunch of people playing almost as well as him. No, no, no. He's been our only standout player, other than I'm sorry, KT is always a standout as well, but he plays like he's a left back. Up
Yeah,
there, Saka's the only player that like you're not gonna remember one game where he was shit. Maybe he wasn't as good, but he's the only attacking player that we have, at least before we got Odegaard, that's constantly good. Like he can create something out of thin air. He's got a lot of skill, a mean left foot. He's just a threat, man. And if we're in deep crap, we can't be benching Saka. We can't, man. We can't.
but then if
It's
we
just
risk
like,
him and injure him, then we are fucked.
yeah, man. But that's football, though. Messi plays game game in, game out.
Yeah, but that's Lionel Messi, and
Yes, it is. But
he's used
it's
to it
even
now.
well. If you think about it this way, yes, he's like 20 times the player Bukayo Saka can never achieve. Like I know that, I'm aware of that. I'm not trying to compare the two. But then again, if Messi gets injured, Barcelona's over. The city is literally shut down. So like what? Why? What's the difference there, man? If you have a good player, you have to play him.
Yeah.
I'm a
Hey,
mean lawyer, mate. I'm doing a
I
good job.
look. It's the fact that I get for certain games you need to play him, but then if you're playing him for certain games, why are you then playing him for games that don't mean fuck all? For example, the Olympiacos game, for example, the first leg, I'm thinking, well, why didn't you rest him? Because he played him the weekend before, and then
Yeah.
he played him on the Thursday. So I'm thinking thinking that surely, because of your situation, because you've caused your situation, right? The only way out for you is the Europa League by winning that. That's your only way out of this
Yeah.
shit that you've put yourself in, right? So why the
hmm
fuck are you risking one of our best players during the weekend where it means fuck all? Because we're not getting anything out of the league. So why are you playing him there when you could play him against Olympiacos in the game that matters?
Steven, I don't think
And
there's
I'm not
any
talking
chance
about the North
Arsenal.
London derby. I'm talking about the first leg.
No. Wait, what?
I'm talking about the first leg. There was the game before the first leg was not the North London derby.
Yeah. Steven, here's the thing. I know Arsenal's not going to get anywhere in the Premier League. You know that. Arteta, as the manager, with 9 more rounds to go and 9 points behind fourth place, cannot think that way. He can't. It would be wrong for him to just give up on the Premier League because technically we're within reaching distance. I know it's unlikely. I think it's impossible, but the
Yeah,
manager
but
can't think
Marley,
that
you
way.
say that, but then it's exactly what Wenger did in his last season. Tried to go for the Europa League because he was out of reach by that point. This is exactly what Wenger did.
Okay, should he have done that though?
Well, yeah,
He
because
didn't
we were
win the
sixth.
Europa
We
League, so
weren't even challenging for top four. We were nowhere near it.
no, we're nowhere near it now, man. But it's
Yeah,
not
we're
like
even
Arsenal,
worse.
mate. Unless it's like it's a mathematic impossibility. Arsenal needs to go full steam on the Premier League, mate, because we can lose the Europa League final and be in deep shit. Which, by the way, we're not favorites. United are a better team than us.
I think the only reason probably he's could have done it is actually not for the top four. It's actually it's not actually because of the top four. It's actually because he needs to get at least the Europa League. Because if it ends up in the Conference League next season,
Yeah.
oh shit. Oh fucking fans will be fucking rioting when they go back to the stadiums. I'm telling you, they will not turn up on a Friday night to watch that crap.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the thing, Stephen. Like, it's still 27 points to go for Arsenal. We're 6 points behind Tottenham. I don't think we're gonna get there, but the manager can't give up.
Why are we worried about? I'm worried about Tottenham and North London derby. I'm not care about them where they're on the league. That's what they used to do. So I'm not worried about them. Right?
No. It's just that they're sixth place. It's not because it's Tottenham. It's just that that's where you get some like.
You get
I
Europa
mean,
League.
it pains me so much to say I'd be happy with Europa League right now, but you know that's our reality right now, right? So
Yeah.
what can we do?
Oh god. Okay, so we're gonna go into Nketiah. Nketiah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go into how many chances Nketiah. Right? How many more chances does this manager want to give him before he realizes shit?
Yeah.
There's
It's
a
been a
reason
while
he's
that he
still in
hasn't
it.
played though, hasn't it?
Yeah, but there's a reason he's only had 21s still.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, this guy couldn't even get into this first team at Leeds in the Championship, right?
Ooh.
And you've got a perfectly good Balogun there, right? Who
Yeah.
hasn't had a chance. And
Yeah.
this is again, it goes into the Balogun situation, right? So for the benefit of him, you're screwing him up when you know
Yes.
that Nketiah is no good. Nketiah can't even get into the lead side. So what makes you think that he's going to end up being the top, one of the main strikers for Arsenal?
Yeah.
Right? Surely. And this is where I say you're going to give this guy money, but he can't even tell what players are shit and what's decent. I mean, he's keeping Holding, David Luiz, Bellerin, Xhaka. He's still believing in them.
I'm assuming those are future points anyway, right? So you don't want me to address
No,
them now because
that could be another hour stream in itself. Jesus Christ! But you see what I mean? This is why I'm saying, why would I want to give this fucker money if he can't tell that Nketiah is no good?
Okay.
What makes me think he's going to go into the transfer market? Think that's a quality player.
All right.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
So my client didn't have enough time to brief me on the Nketiah situation, but I can still like try to come up with an answer here, because it does confuse me a little bit. He hasn't played in a while, but it still confuses me as to why he plays so much more than Balogun. I know his numbers at youth level are like.
Balogun doesn't get a hint. Balogun doesn't even get on the bench.
Yeah, no, and Balogun has played what, like 100 minutes of professional football and scored 2 goals. Like he should be getting minutes. Yeah, mate, I agree with you there. I mean, when you're talking about youth players like running out their contracts, there's a couple of situations we're not aware of, right? Like if Balogun is adamant not to renew his contract, I wouldn't be playing him either. But the Nketiah situation, I don't know, man. Sometimes I felt like Arteta was playing him just so that we can get a little more money for him. We have to say that his numbers at youth level were phenomenal, right? Even for England, but I don't think he's ever going to be at Arsenal's level. Not even to be our coming off the bench. I don't think he's going to get there. I think he can have a brilliant career in England.
He's not even hitting the big up Arsenal Alex in the chat, as well as everyone else in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe button. He's not even hitting the likes of Arsenal as they are now, let alone to what we used to be.
Yeah. No. He's very far away from them, and I don't know. I feel like this one is something like I've told you many times before that I get really frustrated whenever I don't see Balogun at least on the bench, which means I've been frustrated the whole fucking season. So I can't really defend something that I've been attacking all the time. I'm Arteta in, but I don't think he gets everything right. I would be playing Balogun. I'd be having him on the bench every single game, and if not, it would be for Martinelli to be the striker coming off the bench, not for Nketiah. Nketiah is not ready for Arsenal. I don't think he's ever going to be ready for Arsenal. He's not that young anymore. So I think. I think he could have a really good career in a lot of great Premier League teams, just not the top 6. Maybe not Everton either, but that shelf below. I think he can have a career at Wolves at some point, at Newcastle, at West Ham, like some great teams, brilliant teams for you to be a professional footballer in, but not Arsenal, mate. And I really don't get why my client insists on that one. By the way, I'm never saying Arteta again. He's my client from now on.
Can I just also make this point? Do you think your client's going to spend money in the summer?
I don't think my client's the decisive man in there. Like, I think he wants to spend money, but my client's bosses need to allow him to spend money. And by the way, you said that
you're not going to have any money.
No, I don't think he's going to have a lot of money. I mean, how much do we spend? Like 80 mil? Last transfer window?
Hang on, you may not notice we've got £120 million loan to spend.
We
got £120 million loan to pay off in one lump sum. We've then got 50 million, I think we lost last year. You really think with all that losses, you think Arsenal, the way we are with profit and loss, are going to spend money in the summer?
I don't see us spending a lot of money, Stephen. I think we're buying someone. Any at all? You think we're
gonna get these players? I think what?
I think we're gonna see one thing that we can't complain about is that it seems that Edu's better than anyone else we've seen recently at getting players out, right? Like he's been doing a
Yeah.
good job at that. I think we're gonna pull off a couple of more exits that are crucial for our future, and I think with that we're gonna be able to spend a similar amount of money, not necessarily 80 mil, but a similar amount of money. I I'm just so desperate for us to hold on to Odegaard, mate. And like every good game he has, I feel like his value rises 5 million.
Do
It's
you know what?
just
Do you know what
so
worries me?
stupid
He's
that
one
we
of those
couldn't
who
get
have a
the buyout
great
clause.
off season. We'll keep him, and he turns to shit.
Nah, that's not gonna happen, man. I really like. I have
It's
faith
happened
in
before.
Odegaard.
I could bet it anything with Arsenal. Jesus Christ.
But
Um,
what are you thinking of when you say that? Someone with 6 brilliant months, then we keep him and he's shit.
because I've seen it before with Arsenal Football Club.
No, yeah, but who? I know it's probably true. I just don't remember right now.
Oh, I can't remember. If I go back, I could find it,
Yeah.
but my memory is so shit. I can't think.
Yeah, it's just because
Um,
this loan culture, I feel like it started pretty recently at Arsenal. I don't remember us loaning in a lot of players.
oh yeah, talking about loans. Willock, for example, if I can just get rid of that, put that there. Willock, upcoming talent. I probably don't think he was going to make Arsenal's level anyway,
No.
but really not given a chance. Binned off loan. Right, it's getting more of a chance now. Newcastle, right, first appearance, 2 goals.
Yeah,
So
mate, but 2 goals for Newcastle. He wouldn't have scored 2 goals for us. He's he's very hardworking, man. You can see he loves playing football and all of that, but there's just nothing
I'd rather play
special
him than
here.
fucking Xhaka. I'll tell you that.
Or perhaps he can't defend like Xhaka does.
I
But
mean, if we're playing Xhaka next to Partey, why don't you try him next to Partey? I'll put
I,
myself
I,
next to
I,
Partey.
I honestly can't put a mistake in anyone when it comes to Willock. I think he needs to get out of here. Like I don't think he's good enough either.
Mm.
I think we can get a good sum for him. He's been playing well, right? This one is more frustrating because Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I could see a future for him at Arsenal, but
Yeah.
he hasn't been as important as Willock has this season. And
All I keep hearing is like, oh yeah, but he wanted to go out on loan and play as a midfielder. I mean, well, if Arteta made it more insistent and played him every week on a right back or a left wing back and said, this is your position, go and make it your own. I'm going to play you every week instead of playing that dickhead Bellend, right?
mhm.
I would have think you probably would have taken the opportunity. Because he had a number of times where in those games where he was really good. And again, he's picked Bellerin over Maitland-Niles. He's picked Bellerin over Cedric. He's picked Bellerin over who else is as a right back? Can't think of the other one. But you know what I mean. He's picked. Chambers has even been that he's picked. Chambers is even half decent at times, right? But he's picked Bellerin over him, right?
Yeah.
How is this guy picking a right back as Bellerin over these players? I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, it makes you think he doesn't realize he can't tell. He can't tell what's a good player from a bad player. Well, at least
Come
he does,
on,
because every
dude.
time someone has a decent performance, he said it's like Pepe has a good run of form, then benches him, right? When we know he needs to be playing every week to get good confidence. Whereas if you play Willian and he has a dead game, he's starting next week.
Your Honor, objection. I need one theme at a time, please. Like how am I supposed to work with this? Where's the pro? I need this to be more professional, Your Honor. Okay, I'm gonna get to Mainsley first. I don't even want to hear it. He was shit this season whenever he played a right back. He was worse than Bellerin, mate. This season, he was our worst right back. He played okay every
Just
now
had
and
to take
then
a
when he
throw
played on the
in.
left. What?
You can take a throw in.
That's a very good point, and it shouldn't be something needed. But yes, it's that's a very good point.
No,
Mate, I
look,
hate
after
Bellerin.
Bellerin, it does need to be addressed. He
Yeah.
can take a throw.
Mate, I can't stand Bellerin. I need to acknowledge. I feel like he's been doing better the second semester. I think he was worse on the first semester. I'm not saying
Oh,
he's
hang on, are
good
we at
now.
high school now? Jesus Christ.
What is that not a regular term in football? Just second half of the
No.
season.
Second half of the season. That'll do.
Okay, there you go. In the second half of the season, I feel like he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good enough, but he's been a lot better than he was in the beginning of the season. First half, first trimester. Okay, so I still think our starting right back should be Cedric. And
Mm.
if I'm being honest, I feel like lately Bellerin hasn't been starting, has he? And
He did
before
start for
that, I
the
was having the
Olympiacos. He did
impression.
start for the most important games, which is Olympiacos. The most
Okay,
important games he'd been
yeah,
starting, and every time Chambers has been played, Bellerin plays next week.
yeah.
So it's
Well,
not rested. And I said it to another Arteta fan, right? That I bet you when he plays Chambers, right? And we
yeah.
did play Chambers. I said, bet you Olympiacos he'll play Bellerin. He's like, no, we'll play Cedric. No, he'll play Bellerin. Guarantee it.
What's going on with
And then
Cedric? Because he was playing really well.
now the excuse is Cedric's never fit. It's the same as how Martinelli's never fit. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now with
That's
Cedric, I'm
bollocks.
confused. I think there was a minor injury there because out of the blue he was vanishing. He wasn't even on the bench, and he had been playing well. The thing with Bellerin, mate, whenever he starts now and he does something noteworthy, in a game, I'm like, okay, that's £1 more million that PSG can spend on him next transfer window because we know like probably the position we need to address the most might be right back because in every other
Just might be.
position we
Yeah,
have
it just might be. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
might be.
like we need a lot of players, but the one position we don't have anyone at the right level is right back. So we're going to need to address it. We're most likely going to be selling Hector Bellerin. So I just want us to get as much money as we can for him because I know Cedric and Chambers are not going to carry a
I
happy
just
feet.
seen what you've put on your name. Swat. Fucking hate you. Fucking hate you.
I'm going to make it happen, dude. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to convince Ariana Grande that she's an Arsenal fan. She's going to show up in the channel. I'm going to be like, yo, Miss Grande, Miss Grande, your life is already too good. You need some depression in your life. Root for Arsenal.
Yeah, if you need depression, yeah, definitely.
There you go. Yes, she needs some balance. She's too happy all the time.
I wouldn't say that. That's gonna be worse than Bobby and Mia Khalifa. Fucking hell. Oh god. Right. You should probably chant better than the Arsenal, I'll tell you that. King say
Yo, Steven, we should write a parody for Positions sang by Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Fucking hell, man. No. You ain't really got the meaning of that, but there you go. There's some people who might realize it. Oh no, just leave it. All right, back to topic. Fuck it. I'm gonna go for the big one that's really pissing me off. Gabriel Martinelli.
That
Gabriel
one.
Martinelli.
One.
What's the excuses? Come on, I want to hear them.
Nah, mate, the witness is all yours. I don't know what to say.
What the fuck?
I don't know what to say. I mean, I dig the whole story behind he's turning him into a striker thing because he reminds me of a young R9. He does.
It reminds me of a young Henri.
Well, those are good comparisons, right? Like if he turns out to be half the player any of these two were, he's gonna be our best player. So, Nate, this one I try to have patience with me because I'm very frustrated when he doesn't get enough game time. Like it makes sense whenever he says like he needs to come back slowly, but whenever he plays like 10 minutes, you see that he makes shit happen. Like
He
if it
created
wasn't
two
for
opportunities in
Aubameyang
10
really
minutes. What more
missing,
do you want?
yeah, man, he's just so good. I think I said this in your channel, like, and now because of Arteta, which is a man that I'm trying to defend all the time, he might prove me wrong. But I was saying in the beginning of the season, the only way Martinelli's not the best player in London in 2 years is if he leaves London. I
Yeah.
think Martinelli's better than Saka, mate. I think he has a better future. I honestly feel like he's the most promising kid in our club.
So
And
why
we're
is he
talking
benched?
about Arsenal, which is like the only good thing we have is our youth. Like we have good young players.
Because the thing is, if you're saying that about, oh yeah, I get the whole point about turning him into a striker. I said, okay then, Aubameyang's shit, Lacazette's shit, Nketiah is shit, Balogun doesn't get a look in. Why am I pick Martinelli? He's played him up front before, and we played him up front right, against Liverpool. We drew 5-5 and we lost on penalties. Right?
That one I actually have a good
This guy
argument
ran
for.
all the way down the end of Stamford Bridge and scored a
Yeah.
goal.
Hmm.
And then as soon as he did that and got player of the month, who dropped him? Oh wait, Arteta. Right?
Hmm.
Then he gets injured in training, comes back, plays 3 games, he plays 2 games on his return, 1 off the bench, then gets a little niggle, then comes
Hmm.
back, plays 3 games after that, then was dropped. And then apparently he says, oh yeah, because he burns himself out. He does this, he does that. It's not fucking Arteta, is it? It's fucking Martinelli's fault. It's Martinelli's fault for trying to press. It's Martinelli's fault for running the ball. It's Martinelli's fault for taking a shot. Fucking hell, it's Martinelli fucking his fault for playing football. I mean,
Yeah.
fucking hell, man.
Well, I mean, I'm on your side of the argument here.
So what do you want me to do? As I said, what do you
Yeah.
want him to do as a striker? Just sit there and go, oh, I don't want to move. I want to be like everyone else, to be static. Right?
Okay. Well,
Because that's how we don't break or block teams. We just play static and we don't fucking move.
I'm on your side of the
hell.
argument here. I'm on your side
Yeah.
of the discussion. Sorry, like I agree that Martinelli should be playing, but there's like one little argument at least. You can see like who's been our best player for the
Be
past
very careful how you word this because there's no little argument in terms of what I'm thinking.
Wait, Martinelli plays.
Yeah, it's not a rare role for him.
Yeah. Well, at Ituano, he was never like a number 9, but yeah, like I think they played with two strikers every now and then. It's very common formation in Brazil. But Steven, like I'm on your side of the discussion, but it should be said, like who's been our best player by far for a couple of seasons now? Aubameyang, right? And this season
Yeah.
he's been underperforming heavily. Like he's been bad. He hasn't even been below average. He's been bad. Save like 5 games this season, he's been horrible. And people are saying Aubameyang out. I feel like maybe Arteta is just reading the situation like our fan base is quite reactive. I'm trying
I
to
think Bamian
shape a
needs to
player.
go.
What?
No, I think Bamian needs to go.
Yeah, see, you think that.
No, he
Now,
needs to go.
there you go. I don't think he
I'm
needs to
sorry.
go. I think
I was a mug for thinking that we shouldn't have sold him in the summer.
nah,
Right?
mate.
Now
Don't
look at
say
it.
that. He was
No,
our
he's
best
third.
player, dude.
Yeah, but he's 31, right? And that Olympiacos for opportunities. I got even feeling he did that deliberately because he
No,
was so
mate,
fucked off being. He was so fucked off for being dropped. He saw him during the North London derby. He was pissed for being dropped, right, in the North
mate,
London derby, right.
it's basic
It just
math.
made me feel like you would have scored all 3 of them, right? If it was last season, what's the difference? Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing new. So what?
He's
Did you do it
having
on
one bad
purpose?
season, man. It's his first bad season ever since he came up. Like he came up to the big stage.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm sorry. It's nah.
Stephen, I mean,
It's time done.
it's.
It's time done.
I understand. I understand you thinking right now. Oh, yeah. Apparently, we made a mistake. Sure, but then it's just math. This is going to be the first season in 6 that he doesn't score 20+ goals. As I've said multiple times before, only Aubameyang, Lewandowski, Ronaldo, and Messi
But I don't
scored
even
20+
think he
goals 5
fits. I
seasons in
don't
a
even
row.
think because he's lost his pace, and I don't even think he fits the system anymore.
No, okay, calm down, Stephen. Let me finish here.
I'm not.
So,
I'm calm. I'm trying to stay very calm. I'm just saying it doesn't fit the fucking system.
okay, in addition to staying calm, stay quiet for a second as I finish here. Then. Okay, so it's simple math. We wouldn't get enough money to replace his goals last season. Sure, now it might look like we made a mistake because he did underperform, but it like we can't with 40 million, which is the most we could have gotten for Aubameyang. We couldn't buy anyone with half the goals he scores. So I don't think he should have left, man. And if I'm being
So
honest,
what would you do?
I
So
want
what
to
would you
hear
do?
that
Would you keep him? Would you keep him, or for next season, or sell him?
for next season. Mate, I don't think we're gonna be getting any decent money for Aubameyang right now. I'd keep him. I'd sell Lacazette. He's
You
a
said
little
what?
younger. What?
Keep or sell?
I'd keep Aubameyang and sell Lacazette. Because
Behave, will ya?
I'm behaving. Mate, Lacazette has a better is playing a better season than Aubameyang. He's younger, so he's gonna go for more money, or at least the same amount of money because he only has one year left in his contract.
Right, so he's the better player. We're gonna sell the better player. What the fuck? Do you know what? You sound exactly like one of the board members. We're gonna sell the better player because he's got more money.
Yeah, no, Steven, because if none, think about it this way,
If
Steven.
we're gonna do that, we might as well fuck it. Sell Saka and then
No.
fuck it.
Mr. Featley, pay attention to my words. If none of the two are good enough for Arsenal right now, which is probably what you think, right? Most Arsenal fans think that right now. We should have a better striker. Let's sell the one that's going to get us the most money because we have some promising strikers. If it's up to
what do we do with the one that's fucking shit?
He's not fucking shit though. He's been underperforming.
Underperforming. I mean, there's underperforming, then there's missing 3 blatant opportunities that fucking hell I could have scored.
Sure. Yeah, no, I think you could have too.
Yeah, and I can't even.
I think my 2-year-old niece could have scored those. Yes, I'm aware of that. He had a shocker. He's been having a couple of shockers.
When we go 3-year-olds that can take a throw-in, though.
Mate, it's just I don't know. I guess I just have more gratitude than the fan base in general because I just feel like Aubameyang has done a lot for us. He was our only good player for a couple of years. I think it's unfair for us.
I get that, but even when Henry started fading, he still came up with important goals. Even when he could play every game, he was still coming up with important goals.
I love Aubameyang as much as the next one, but come on. Are we comparing him to Henry?
Same with Bergkamp. Bergkamp could hardly play any of the 2006 season, but when he played, come up with killer moments.
Steven, you're talking about the 2 best players in our history, though.
One of the 2 best players.
What?
They're one of the best. Like, there's been loads.
No, sure, but I mean, Aubameyang is at least.
This is not like Spurs where they'll have like Harry Kane.
Yeah,
and Son,
okay.
And that's it.
Let's just say Aubameyang is at least 50 positions below those 2. So why are you comparing him to them?
Because he's got number 14 shirt for a reason.
So did Walcott.
The same amount. Yeah, but he's got the same amount. Yeah, but fucking hell! Don't even start with me, Walcott. Fucking hell, right? That is a little fucking that's like a little terrier on steroids. Right? Fucking hell. What I'm saying with Aubameyang is that he scores over 20 goals.
Yeah.
A season. So, and that's exactly what Henry did.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are going to be compared to the likes of Henry and Bergkamp when you're doing that for Arsenal. It's just simple. And especially when you've been one of the main stars out of that out of our shit seasons, and especially when you've been keeping us out of the relegation zone. This is the first season we've had no Aubameyang, and look where we are. We were 16th, right? Let's not forget that Laka, you also used to miss spare sitters. Laka's not she's selling, and no one will buy Oba with his salary. Yes, we've got another Ozil situation. Here we go.
Don't compare. You're making a lot of really bad comparisons, my man.
No. I'm saying it's a comparison because the fact he's on very high wages and we can't get rid of him. He's not got probably the attitude. He probably wants to play for the Arsenal, right? I get that, but the point is he's starting to fade off and get old, and he's not at the level he was. Plus the amount of money that we're paying him every week, teams are going to go, what the fuck? We ain't paying that.
Yeah.
Do you really think Aubameyang's going to take a pay cut? Get out of it.
No. But just addressing the I know people are going to compare him to these great players because of the amount of goals he scores. But the thing is, mate, Aubameyang is not a versatile player like Henry was, right? Aubameyang has pretty much he has an okay shot. He's not an amazing shot. He has an okay shot, and he was really fast. Yes, he's losing that speed.
Aubameyang used to see he gave him a goal to score.
He was never one of the best shooters in Europe, mate. That never. Henry was always one of the best shooters. No, he was never. He was really fast, man. He has a great that's one thing that Balogun has that's really similar to him. He has great movement up front as well. That's about it. Thierry Henry was one of the most skillful players. He was one of the biggest. He gave some of the most. His number of assists were usually some of the biggest as well. He was just so much more complete.
20 odd assists in 2004 at his peak.
Yeah, I think that was it. No, mate, it's just a different animal, you know. I mean, it's a damn shame that Henry was never the best player in the world, but he fought for that a couple of times. Aubameyang never got to that level.
I don't care what anyone says. He fucking was.
Nah, man. I don't think there was ever a point where he was the best because he played with a bunch of geniuses.
Nah, 03-04, man. It's 03-04.
Mate, Ronaldinho was flying back then.
Total stats, he had 39 goals throughout the season, 17 assists out of 51 games.
It's nuts.
Right? It's fucking mad, isn't it?
It is.
Inter Milan away. That's a proper European night for those who actually want to know what a European night's about.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you're new and join our community. Yes, go and do that now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. I did jump a few subscribers earlier yesterday. Where are we now?
King Salt. Is it King Salt? Am I reading this right?
Say
the King Salt Gambling Gooner. Mate.
Sate.
Oh, Sate. King Sate. Sorry. Thierry Henry he's my favorite player, mate. He's the reason I love football. He's the reason I'm an Arsenal supporter. But it's just I honestly don't think he was ever the best. He was my favorite, but he played most of his career. He was playing along with the likes of Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. Mate, it's tough to compete.
Nedved one was a disgrace. The Ballon d'Or was Henry, 20 goals and 24.
Yeah, that Nedved one was weird.
The UEFA robbed him. I'm telling you, right?
That one was weird.
Get me on this. We'll send you a link for last. I'll get you the link now. Just give me 2 secs. No, don't want that one. Go to. Right. If I can find it, that is. There you go. Just sent you the link. I will argue on we don't need to. We don't need to. We don't need to. End the story. Manager out and so many players too. Yeah, if we could get rid of these players, we ain't gonna bloody replace them though, because we ain't got no money. That's just I don't get why people think we've got money because we ain't got money. That's the end of it. Reece Nelson, that's another one. Finished.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
And I don't think it's Arteta's fault. I don't think he's good enough.
I think so, but then was he given a lot of opportunities by Reece Nelson? Was Reece Nelson really getting opportunities by Arteta? Sorry, not really. He's played a few games, but okay, you got to perform in those games. But again, it's another one that's been cast aside. And is he on loan?
Who? Nelson?
Nelson.
No, he's just bench warming.
Yeah,
he's playing for the under-23s.
Yeah, he's playing the under. Yeah, it was now shoved him back into the under-23s after giving him a chance, right? So, okay then, why don't you just put him out on loan or sell him then?
I think Arsenal tried, man. I think we tried to loan him out.
If you know he ain't got the talent, get rid of him. Right?
I think we tried to loan him out, mate.
So,
pretty confident we tried.
Yeah, but again, it just shows me again. It just I've got no faith for this manager. Half our squad's either worse or some of it is just like the youth have been. I feel he's like Martinelli. I've said it already. If he's gonna continue like this, if I was Martinelli, I'd just say give me my P45. I'll fuck off now. I would. I'd just say, well, what's the point of me staying here? You're fucking my career up, thank you. That's what you're doing.
I think he's too young for people to say he's ruining someone's career.
He is.
Nah, man. There's been a lot of
time he needs to grow, and he ain't getting the chance. He's perfectly good enough to start in that side. If Bukayo Saka's good enough, Martinelli's good enough. He just
I've said that. I think Martinelli's better than Saka. It's just this season Saka's been phenomenal, and Martinelli started off with an injury. But then again, mate, I'm not going to stay
imagine putting Bukayo Saka on the right. And we haven't seen Bukayo Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Imagine that, both sides of the wing.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
But we ain't seen it at any point. I would love to see.
Yeah.
This is the team I've never seen, which is Leno, Cedric, Gabriel, Marie, however you want to put it, Tierney, Xhaka, Partey, or no, El Nenny's Partey, sorry, because I can't stand Xhaka. I can't stand his mistakes. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and Lacazette up front.
You know what? My dream team would probably be exactly that, but instead of Lacazette, I'd put Martinelli up top and ESR on the left. I want the kids to be playing because they're our future, and they're the only good thing about this club right now.
Or you could put Pepe on the left.
Or Pepe on the left, yeah, one of the two. I'd be happy with.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'd put Martinelli up front and Pepe on the left then.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
And Willian on the cross. Yeah, man. It's tough right now for us. It's not a good time to be an Arsenal fan.
Oh no! Apparently it's all unlucky. We should be fourth.
That's what I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Trust me.
Is that a dig at me? I did not say that.
No. It's not a dig at you. That's just
okay.
I think it's some fans are just completely.
No, because I did say we have been unlucky recently.
There's you who are completely a level Arteta in. And then there's some that are just completely fucking out there.
No, I know that. I know that.
Saying that because Arteta said we're going to win the Champions League in 3 years, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Dude, it's like I'm here debating with you.
Like I said, there's more. I said this, and I've changed it because it was firstly a different analogy, but I'm going to change it to this analogy because this is quite actually relevant to what you've got on your tag here. There is more chance of us winning the Champions League in 3 years as Ariana Grande turning up on his fucking channel.
Then what?
and then Ariana Grande turning up on his channel. It's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Yo, if I get Ariana Grande to be on this channel, it puts a lot
We're
of pressure
winning the
on
Champions
Arsenal.
League in 3
Yeah.
years. Then fuck it.
No, but Steven, it's like I've said this to you multiple times. You know, I'm here because I'm probably the closest friend you have that's Arteta in, right? But and also,
Yeah.
you know, the best opinionated as well. I'm just, you know, humbly saying that.
Well,
But
we can take that.
but you know that I usually don't debate a lot with Arteta outers because, mate, right now science backs you, not me. It's like Arsenal's not doing as well as it should be, so it's
Yeah,
it's
because
not
you're one
like
of
I have a
those
lot of
fans that
backing.
don't tell me I should be patient. They don't tell
No,
me
no, no.
I should
That's the
trust the
thing.
process. I'm like, go fuck. And every time, look, every time it says trust the process, they just go, fuck your process.
Yeah, like I get Arteta outers, mate. I'm very frustrated as an Arsenal fan right now too. So it's not like I'm saying you guys are all crazy. No, it's just that I see arguments to defend him, but I get the rage people are going through. I do. But what I said recently was that I do feel like Arsenal has been unlucky, but that's not unlucky we should be fourth. It's unlucky we should be like 3 positions above us. Not much better, you know. I do feel like
It's
Arsenal
not
has
unlucky. We're
been.
just shit.
Nah,
We're
mate.
just
We like
shit.
they're we make like giving away goals. That's only like it's us being
Yeah,
shit.
because
But
we're
we're also
shit.
like we've also like this season
There's no
particular
luck
VAR
involved.
hasn't been
It's
really
the
helpful.
fact is we are shit. What's the luck involved in Xhaka deciding I'm going to play an assist for fucking Vidra?
Steven, it's just like
It's no
some
luck. It's fucking shit. That's what it is. There's no luck involved in it.
no, but that's the thing. It's not only one factor, Steven. If we have a bunch of players that are doing crap all the time already,
Yes, Rafa in.
like if we're also unlucky, we're gonna get even worse. That's the thing. Arsenal has been shit. We haven't been good enough. We need to get lots better.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, we have been a little unlucky, mate. Arsenal's dropped like 12 points to VAR this season already, at the very least.
Actually,
And this is
Liverpool
not
have had
this
more
is not
decisions
me
against
saying
them
there's
than
an agenda.
here we.
Nothing like that, Steven.
No,
Calm down. It's a
fucking hell, not anyway.
coincidence. It's Steven, stop saying no. I'm not saying there's an
Everyone's
agenda
had
against
it.
us. I know
Yeah,
everyone's dropped 12 points. That's a scientific impossibility, my friend. It's impossible for everyone to have dropped points. If some drop, some gain. That's simple as that. Arsenal, for coincidence, not because there's an agenda or anything like that, has lost points because of VAR. At the very least, like 10 or 12. It's true. It's true. If you look back at the games, that's just true. It doesn't mean we should be much better. How are you, my man? Nice to meet you.
Hi,
I'm
so
alright. How
what do
you
want to
doing?
say, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I think you're here to beat me up, but I'm doing good.
Yeah.
We
No,
don't
let,
condone
let, let,
violence
let,
here.
let me save the beat up for Arteta, man.
What do you want to say, mate?
But honestly, regarding Arteta, I have an honest question, and for me, it is: if we forget about this season for now, and we look at next season, for example,
Yeah.
can anyone tell me that over the summer, Arteta's going to improve the team so much that we're going to gain 20 to 25 points more than we had this season? Because that's approximately what we're going to need to be able to get into the top 4. And I don't see anything with Arteta that tells me that it's going to improve us that much over that period. So if he can't get us 20 to 25 points by next season more, then what's the point of keeping him?
Good point.
Am I answering that?
Well, yeah, you're the lawyer.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
All right. I don't think he's capable of doing what you're asking, but and straight up, like there's not even commas to this sentence. Like he's not capable of doing that. But as an Arsenal fan that I know you are, and looking at our team and the way we spend our money, looking at our board, do you think anyone is?
Yes.
Who?
I'll give you some names and I'll give
Mhm.
you reasons why I think.
Yeah,
I
because you
think
got to
first,
remember we don't spend money, right? But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think first of all,
Mhm.
what's most important in football, if you are not uh, Paris or Man City or Real Madrid,
Yeah.
is you need a manager that has a clear philosophy, that has his way that he plays football and is proven that it works.
Yes.
So, for example, even if you look at Arsenal when we were at our best,
Hmm.
it was more down to good scouting and a clear vision of how we wanted to play football. And we could maximize that by the philosophy of the manager. It wasn't that we were buying the most expensive or the best players all the time.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I look at certain managers with certain threats. So I could name someone like a Nagelsmann
Hmm.
who has a clear vision of how he wants to play his football. There's enough evidence to state that he improves every team that he takes over and makes them much better in a short time without spending big money. Because that's what we need at Arsenal, someone who can improve our team in a short period without spending big money. So that's
Hmm.
one name. If that would be 20 to 25 points over one summer, I
That
don't know.
one
I can't
sec.
say that by 100%. But what I can say that there is evidence to suggest that he would improve it. And within 2 years, for sure, we would be a top 14. I don't see why we shouldn't be that.
Hmm.
I say if it's
That's it.
not Nagelsmann,
Hmm.
you can look at someone like a Ten Hag, another manager with a clear strategy who keeps improving his team. He's not as proven as a Nagelsmann, hasn't been managing that long, but there's something there. You understand? Because for
Wait,
me,
who's that? Who's the second one? I'm sorry.
Ten Hag is the Ajax manager.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I would actually, if I would bring him, I would bring in Overmars as well, to be honest. Because for me, the main issue I have with Mikel as well is I don't know what kind of style of play we are trying to play.
Yeah.
Sometimes it looks like we're gonna be a pragmatic team. Sometimes it looks like we're gonna be a possession team. Sometimes it just look like the players doesn't even know what they're doing. And
Yeah.
we can't forget he's been managing us for almost 50 games now.
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue with Arteta himself is he's not proven enough. I think he's learning, and because he's learning, when you have other teams with managers that doesn't have to learn, they are running away from him.
Hmm.
Because you can
Yeah.
tell sometimes. I've seen him sometimes look confused, like he want to take on a player, or then he wants to wait, or then he wants to do it. He doesn't want to do it. It's like he himself sometimes he looks so stressed, and
Yeah.
obviously the players is showing. That's why I think why we are so up and down. Sometimes you look at Arsenal and it's like 4 games. You look at us and you're like, oh, we're actually building something now. This is looking good, and then you go back to, oh, we're shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's never over a 10 or 15 game period where you can look at us and we've played this similar way over those 10, 15 games.
Hmm.
And for me, as he has not been able to manage to implement the way he wants us to play, that's my biggest worry with Arteta over this whole period that he's been here. And that was
Yeah.
one of my biggest critiques to Emery as well, is that
Yeah.
if you look at the point tally under Emery, it wasn't that bad. It was even better than under Arteta, but
Yeah.
he couldn't implement a style of play. And I think for Arsenal, because we cannot buy world-class players in every position,
Hmm.
we are more in need of a clear strategy of the way we play football than other teams are
All right.
that we're competing with.
Hmm.
Fuck
I
the mate.
you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I agree with 100% of what you said. 100%. Like I just don't think it's maybe I agree with everything, but just not at the level you're talking about, mate. If tomorrow Arteta got the sack and we brought in Nagelsmann, you wouldn't see me complaining whatsoever. It's probably a better idea, right? My line of thought with Arteta is that, like, mainly when he came in, right now I only see like a handful, literally a handful, like 5 managers in the world that are a guarantee of improvement, right? Other than that, most of them are like bets. Nagelsmann would be a bet, mate. He never managed anyone in England, right? It would be a safer bet than someone like Arteta, who literally, you're right, is learning on the job. The thing with Arteta is, man, and that's something that's, just a feeling I have, and I could be very wrong. It's just the way I see it. When Arteta plays well when Arsenal plays well under Arteta, sometimes it looks magnificent, mate. It looks much better than the players we have should be performing, in my opinion. Like, sometimes we look almost unplayable. It's rare. And in most of our embarrassing defeats, it's about like little mistakes. And I'm like, how is this Arteta's fault? Because our shit players are fucking up. So I get every single thing you're saying. As I've been saying to Steven, if he goes, you're not going to see me crying. I know his results haven't been good. It's just that I feel like most things we could be doing right now would be bets. And I just don't have a problem betting on this guy because we have a lot of players to shift around. A lot of players. Our squad is not good enough. I'm like, if we're going to be placing bets after bets after bets,
I'm sorry, I just have to intervene here. Arteta doing a better job than Jose at the minute is not actually means that doesn't mean actually anything. He got beaten by a guy in prison, mate.
I can tell you right now that I would not have preferred Jose Mourinho over Arteta. Not
okay.
No, and that's whole my agenda, as I was saying before. We need whoever we employ as a manager has to come with a philosophy.
Yeah.
You know, managers like Mourinho, you just have to be able to buy the best players if you want to win. That's it. That's how he plays his football.
Because you know what you get with Mourinho. You know exactly what you're gonna get. So I just feel that even when we're trying to play more expansive or something like that, it's like games against West Ham, right? Where I'm looking at it and I'm looking at when we want to try and break into the final third, play that killer pass or something like that and open the space up for a low block team. We're sitting there and the forward line that's supposed to make the runs, right, to create the space, because you're playing a low block team, so you need to make runs to drag defenders out of position, right? No one's moving. They're just static like this. And it's not like Arteta's shouting at them saying, move, run, create space, do this, do that. It's like he's sitting there like, oh, yeah, that's fine, right? So, I'm just sitting there like, if they've been set out to play like that way, how the fuck are we going to play low block teams? Right? It's not going to work. It's not going to work because you can't. You've got to be able to drag players out of position to create space. Otherwise, they're just going to sit there with 2 banks of 4 and say, good luck. Nice try. And the only time you're going to score is if you get a free kick or a corner. Right? Yeah. But even then, some people also say is that we're better defensively. Did you see that shit show? Right? Did you see that shit show against West Ham? Did you see the switch show against fucking Aston Villa? Do you want me to keep going in amount of other games he's fucked up as well? That's the best defensive strategy, you lot.
But that's why I keep saying the word. Go ahead.
That was just as embarrassing as going to fucking Stamford Bridge and getting annihilated 6-0 or 6-3 or 5-1 by Bayern Munich. It was fucking embarrassing. Man, West Ham should have fucking crucified us.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons
there's a process to that. That's a process. That's a process of how to fuck it up.
I think what people can't forget as well is that Arteta has access to better defensive players than we had 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, we now have a Tierney that's settled into the team. We have a Gabriel we didn't have. We have Cedric that we didn't have. We even have Thomas Partey that we didn't have. So
Mhm.
if you look at all those players that we have now, surely we should be conceding less goal, regardless of the tactics are good, better or not.
Mm.
And
I
I
would
think
just say, sorry, just I would probably do either a preview or reaction to the England watch-alongs, for example, or even a watch-along as well, because I mean that's what I'm doing. So that's probably just a few ideas, or just have a deeper look into Chelsea and try and understand, like sort of the situation at Chelsea and what you think needs to be improved or something like that, like we're doing here. So
You can talk about upcoming transfers because it's nearing as well.
you know, yeah, you're not wrong. Steven Jose isn't the same. Yep, same guy. I hope everything big up chillin'.
Big up,
big
Danny.
up everybody in the chat
No,
that's
no, 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 no,
active.
no, no. Before you were going there, like League Gun, just because League Gunner turned on my channel does not mean like right. He's told me to say this, right, or something. This is my own mind, right? This is what I see, right?
And don't call
And
him a
what I
pig, man.
see and what I've seen are two totally different things, right? What I've seen is us win the title, right? What I'm seeing is us getting towards relegation.
You know,
Simple as
one
that.
thing that worries me with Mikel as well, I think he overrates his ability to be able to improve players. And the reason why I say that is that he looked at someone like Mustafi and he wanted to handle him a new contract because he personally probably thought that he could make Mustafi a great defender. He's done the same thing with Rob Holding.
He's doing the same thing with David
He's,
Luiz.
he's begged Granit Xhaka to stay. And because of he's done these decisions, you can see the implement that he's been doing to us on the field when we play games. You know, you can see all these mistakes that everybody's complaining about, all these red cards, you know. You can see with Bellerin, with Xhaka,
No, because
Mustafi.
apparently, right, because it doesn't suit the Arteta image narrative, right? Whatever he said about Granit Xhaka convincing him to stay, no matter if it came out of his mouth, it's a complete lie.
Okay, but let's say for example,
everything that Arteta says is true, apart from that.
Okay, so even let's say that he didn't beg him to stay, he still didn't try to sell him anyway.
No,
What do you
But
want?
yeah, I know. But let's say we're gonna not go to that argument that he didn't beg him to stay, even though everybody knows it and it's been so well documented. It's out there, the evidence are there. He's never tried to sell him, has he?
No,
Guys,
he's keeping
So that
him.
means that
He's
he
not
actually
selling
rates
him.
Xhaka
People think that we were going to
as
sell
a
Willian.
footballer.
No. Why is he going to sell the player he picks every fucking week?
And it worries me that he thinks that he can improve these very average
He's not
players
Wenger.
to be able to play the football that he maybe wants to play. And that's something that worries me, because as long as we have these dead footballers in our club, it will be very hard for us to be reaching any kind of progress that we want to reach. And I think that's maybe more painful to see as an Arsenal fan, that we haven't seen a manager that's brave enough to, you know what, Granit Xhaka, I'm putting you in the transfer window. You out. Bellerin, you are out. Holding, you are out. Chambers, you are out. You know, just get them out. They've been here for a very long period.
He's rid of Chambers, but he still plays him. And then he plays him out of nowhere. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's weird. And you know, 1 minute Eddie Nketiah is the flavor of the month, and now he can't even get the bench. So why didn't we sell him to West Ham then?
Fellas.
And that's another thing. It's like, you know, he even tried to get Mkhitaryan back. And that's the reason why we didn't sell him in January. And then we lost him for zero money.
Man,
on,
guys. You guys are missing the big picture here. I agree with every single shit player that should be leaving the club, but you guys not acknowledge that Arsenal we never bring in more than 5 players in a transfer window, and that's me saying a big old number. It's generally it's like 3
I'd rather
maybe
take
4.
someone out of the under 18s, to be honest.
Nah, that's the thing. Like we
Then
have
again, I'd
too,
rather,
we have too much
I'd
shift.
rather. It's a bit like saying
Steven,
I'd rather take an under 18 to manage Arsenal.
Your Honor, he's interrupting me. He's interrupting me, Your Honor. Objection.
Steven, listen now. Give him a chance.
Well, we look good this for
I'm
5
with
minutes
you.
anyway.
Every
so.
single player you guys, I mean, I actually feel like Chambers should be a decent squad player. I think he should be playing more. But other than that, I agree with every single player you guys want gone. They're crap. They're not good enough for Arsenal. When you think about it, Xhaka right now is their second best midfielder, man. There's a lot of
and that itself is a disgrace.
It is a disgrace. It is a disgrace, mate. But like when you have so many players that need to be shifted out, you can't think about like kicking everyone out. The Mustafi thing, I think we all agree that Mustafi lately, he'd been one of our better center backs, which is not saying much, but he was probably better than David Luiz before he was dropped out of the team. So if he kept Mustafi, I'm assuming he wouldn't have kept David Luiz. It's just that one needed to stay because we don't have the funds. We're not going to have the funds or the power to bring enough players, man. If we're going to be shifting out right now, like Bellerin, maybe Holding, maybe one of the strikers is most likely going to be leaving, if not two, right? Nketiah and Lacazette. We can't also shift out Xhaka, David Luiz, Holding. We don't have the funds to bring in the replacement guys. You guys can't have it both ways. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta get the big picture.
That's why I'm telling you that we need someone who's not Edu, who's actually good at scouting and finding gems. Because the thing is this, they are good footballers out there. There's a reason why teams like Dortmund, Leipzig, Lyon, Nice keep finding these great players for very low price. We used to be that team. So we need to go back to be that team that find these gems and buy them before they become Haaland, before they become Mbappe. You understand? Yeah. I think that if we sell players at the right time,
the problem
when they are actually worth
had a lot of control in that.
We would have been able to bring in
the problem is
better
back then,
players.
Wenger knew the market. He knew the French market back then, so that's why he could do that. But
one guy that gets I feel like he gets a bad rap, and like I feel the need to defend him way more than I feel the need to defend Arteta is Edu. A lot of people complain about him and I don't get it. Like he's been our best guy at getting rid of the crap we have. And guys, not only did we find two good players.
No. I disagree. I think a lot of people doesn't acknowledge this. I don't like Don Raul or Fraud Raul or whatever people wants to call him.
Yeah.
But the summer before he was sacked, he got away with more deadwood than we have been doing. And he didn't terminate one contract. He actually managed to sell players like Jenkinson. I think the reason why Edu hasn't been able to sold a lot of players. Yeah, we got 3 million fee for Jenkinson.
Oh, that's peanut. Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, you can check. But it was a lot of dead wood that was, that left the club that summer. And the thing is this. I think the problem with Edu is that because he doesn't have a broad network, and because he's not like a big branded name in football, he wasn't able to find, and plus COVID, we have to maybe COVID had some impact as well. He wasn't able to sell all of these players, so he was just terminating their contracts.
Yeah, no, that's right. But we all agreed that these contracts should be terminated. But just 1 second, because Edu worked for the Brazilian national team. So he's very aware.
But he wasn't working in the role he's having now at
No. Of course not, because national teams don't have this role because they don't buy players. But like he was working alongside Chichi, so he's very aware of young up-and-coming Brazilian players. And not only did he find two Brazilian gems, he found 2 Brazilian Gabriels. Imagine if we go
No.
after other names now.
Gabriel Martinelli is not Edu's signing. Gabriel Magalhaes is. Gabriel Martinelli was found and bought before Edu's time. You can even check it if you want. It's not his signing.
No, mate,
It's just that later on,
here. Edu had
people
just gotten here, and Martinelli
yeah, but
came.
that signing was done before, and he was scouted by Francis Kagio. It was like one of his last gems that he actually found for the club.
No, maybe
But anyway,
so,
yeah,
man. There are links there. They're both
Gabriel,
former Corinthians players. Like there's links. I'm pretty sure Edu helped in the bringing of Martinelli.
Oh,
That was his
Sales,
first
man,
thing.
Take that opinion, go shove it.
What?
I'm not fed up hearing that opinion.
What?
Anyway,
Refs
for me,
refs weren't cheats. They're all
when I
fucking
heard
cheats.
Edu address
No.
us fans,
Right, you're on
and-
a fucking wind up. You are. You're on a fucking wind up. Get out of here.
for me,
Jesus Christ. Not even that. It's
I
bollocks.
gave up on Edu when he did that interview, speaking to us fans like we are just some clueless chicken heads,
Oh,
and speaking about, oh, we can't get Messi, boom, blah blah, stuff. For me, I was like, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it, and because he thinks he's all of that, I'm not with it. For me,
there you go.
if you're gonna
Stop
work
playing
for
the rest,
Arsenal,
shit.
if you're gonna represent Arsenal,
Yeah.
we pay your bill, we pay everything. You have to respect us fans, man. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I think Edu's
Anyway,
doing a great job.
before I go into an absolute mad one about that fucking comment about the refs, that's absolute bollocks. I'm not even that opinion anymore. I can't stand that opinion anymore. That's my opinion. Yeah, well, you can take the opinion and shove it. I don't want to hear it because we're shit. We are shit. Get it through your head. Right?
I think he's trying to winding
The
you up.
refs, I'm sorry, mate, that the refs have got fuck all to do with this. They've been shit all season, right? If you go check it out, Liverpool have had the most fucking decisions against them. Not us. We're like fucking ninth in that table. So go and check it. God.
Steven.
No, I'm fed up with people finding every fucking thing to blame everyone else apart from Arteta, right?
No,
I think he
Someone
was
should
winding
put
you
some
up.
blame on this fucker.
Steven, I'm just trying to get to the point that like
I
the dudes on your
excuse, man, because then people come to me and go, "Oh, your fan base has said this, your fan base has said that," and I said, "I'm not the deluded one."
yeah,
right?
but who gives a
Don't tell it
crap,
to
man?
them.
Whoever generalizes
but
things,
every
whoever
fan
generalizes
base have
things,
deluded fans, man.
yeah, man, every
Yeah,
fan base
man.
has, and whoever generalizes things is
Don't
being
let
the
me not
stupid
appreciate
one.
your opinion.
But
And
Steven,
don't.
what I'm trying to
Don't
say is
give it.
this guy, which by the way, I think he's somewhat deluded too if he thinks Arsenal's the second best team in the league.
Team in the league.
But he's
I
here.
think he's just trying to wind you up deliberately.
Yeah,
But he's
second
also
best team in the
here.
league. Get out of it, man.
Steven, but he's also here showing support, man. Let him think what he thinks. That's
Yeah,
the thing. Like, we're all entitled to our opinion, mate. I'm never gonna take someone.
Face the fucking way about that.
Yeah, I'm never gonna strip someone of their right to think. Even the dumbest idea, they're allowed to think that way, man. So
100%.
I don't think Arsenal's the second best. I think Arsenal's like the 10th best team in the league, but the guy can think that way.
I know it's. I just think as an Arsenal fan, it's hard. We used to be the best team, the second best.
Now all you hear is about what the fan base has said.
We used to be
All
top
the fan base
5-6 team in the whole world, and now we've
This
been
minute will come out and
finishing
say we're going to
8th.
win the Champions League in 3 years.
Yeah,
guys,
I know.
Get over it, man.
He's not been speaking since then, has
This
he,
is how
William?
bad it is. This is how bad. We are willing to accept this. Right?
It's
I'm playing for Liverpool, so go fuck yourself.
Wait, what? What just happened, dude?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, don't, James. Come on, dude. That's not okay. That's not okay.
No.
That's not okay.
Steven?
That's not an okay
Forget
comment.
Any